Hey everybody, Dylan Ryche here for Fingerstyle Journal, and welcome to my column Composing with Modes, Part 2. In Part 1, last issue, we talked about using the first three modes of the major scale in a more like songwriting context, using the character of each of them to paint a picture. You know, they've all got a different sound, a different sonic palette, and if you start exploring with any given mode, it's going to take you down a different path. And that's what this is all about. We're opening up doors, and I hope some light bulbs start going off when you read this article. So we're going to pick up where we left off last time. Last time we did Aeolian, Dorian, Phrygian. We got 4 more to do today. And like last time, I'm in drop D. I thought this would be best to have like everything with the same tonal center. It's kind of a droney D, so it is easier to contrast the differences between them all. So let's get to Figure 1. This is Lydian. Lydian, to me, this is awesome. Sounds great. It's like a major scale with a raised fourth. So this is one that to me sounds very dreamlike. You'll hear this all the time in movies for that reason, those dream sequences. So check this out. This is Figure 1. Have a listen. Nice. You can hear it. It is, it's, almost like a major scale, but does have that little twist in there. Very nice. Let's get to the next one. This is Figure 2, and this one is Mixolydian. So this is, similarly, it's a major scale, the flattened seventh. So instead of... it's going to be, in this case of D, it's going to be a C natural. So that flattened seventh makes it the perfect mode to play over the top of a dominant seventh kind of chord. D7. You've got all the ingredients there. But what we're doing here in Figure 2 is kind of a more Celtic jig kind of thing. This is something that Mixolydian also makes me think of, and might be useful. Check it out. It's a nice sound. This is Figure 2. Have a listen. Very nice, again, and you can hear the difference, when you contrast it to the major scale, which is typically what we're most familiar with, Do, Re, Mi. And it's a slightly darker version, but it's still quite pleasing and very nice. I like it a lot. All right, Figure 3. This is Aeolian. This is identical to what we call the natural minor. So D, natural minor, D, Aeolian, same group of notes. So we've got the minor third, as you would expect from something called natural minor, minor sixth, flat seventh. Very common. Sounds, it's quite consonant. It doesn't sound too dissonant. I mean, we do have that, which is very nice, that sort of fifth and minor sixth. I like that sound. And in this example here in figure 3, kind of using it to really try to milk that sorrowful and mournful, sad kind of feeling. Check it out. Very cool. And that brings us to last but not least, seventh mode of the major scale, Locrian. I don't really use this one very much. I think it's safe to say it's the least used of all the 7 modes we've talked about. It does have, unlike all the other ones, it has a diminished fifth. It has the diminished fifth, the minor third, the flattened seventh. So the time this is probably the most used is over the top of a minor 7, flat 5 chord, half diminished sometimes it's called, because it has all those notes right in there. But so in jazz you might use this a lot. I don't play a lot of jazz, but that diminished fifth, gives you that tritone, so you get that really unsettling, dark kind of sound. So this is also right at home in a kind of metal, more darker, doomy kind of sound when that is required. So that's what I've done here in figure 4. Is it's kind of like an acoustic metal kind of little riff here. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Well, there you have it. We got 7 different modes, 7 different flavors, characters, 7 different palettes from which we can paint here. And they all sound very, very different to one another. So, if you're writing something and you need that really tense, dark, unresolved, unsettling kind of sound, maybe Locrian is a place to start. Start messing around with it, see where it leads. If you're, scoring a movie or something, and somebody's, having a dream, maybe it's a nice time to bring out the Lydian. This is all really great stuff. I use it all the time, and I hope you found this fun, interesting, and educational. You can find me at dylanryche.com. If you have any questions or any comments on this series, please reach out and let me know. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for listening.